Hey guys, 3 weeks ago I quit my growth hacker position in Copenhagen and I came all across Atlantic Ocean to Canada to work as a lifeguard and camp counselor in a summer camp. Short note, a growth hacker is just a new definition for a position that is kind of in between of marketing, strategy and business intelligence. And the main goal for a growth hacker is to identify and use different techniques and approaches to basically make the company grow. This job has nothing to do with the hacktivism in a sense of exploiting system vulnerabilities or breaking through the cybersecurity. None of that. Just to avoid the confusion. Alright, so I had a stable income. I was working in a company with an office in a very nice neighborhood in Copenhagen. I had time to do sport, meet my friends, travel, but I had a feeling that I don't utilize my skills and my best qualities in the right way. And eventually the feeling that there is something else out there in the world that I should be doing made me quit my job and go towards the unknown. So today I want to talk about life changes. I don't know if you guys ever read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This book had a huge effect on me when I first read it, especially the idea of a personal legend. So for you who haven't read the book, a personal legend is something that has to do with passion, purpose and fulfillment, and those are very strong feelings. You can also use those feelings to indicate the meaning of the work you do. We tend to get caught up in all of those everyday events and tasks and get distracted and forget to reflect on what we do, why we do it and how we're feeling about it. There are moments in our life that pushes us out of this everyday bubble and give us an opportunity to reflect on the life we live in. When the war in Ukraine started in the end of February, it was an awakening moment for me that got me into thinking about a lot of things. I was thinking about my place and the role I play in this complicated thing we call life. If you guys watched my last video, you saw that I tried a lot of different things. But I just realized that it is the time to embrace the discomfort of getting out of your familiar zone and try myself in a completely new environment. So once again, I decided to experiment more and take this time to reflect on what is really meaningful to me and what is something that I should let go from my life in order to open room for something else to come. During those 3 weeks that I'm in Canada, a lot of things have happened. I spent the first week in Toronto doing all the paperwork, came to the camp. 4 days later, I went to another camp to do my lifeguard qualification for 7 days. Caught COVID on my 4th day, and so I had to drop from the qualification training and isolate. Got back into the camp where I have been in isolation for all this time, and now I'm finally free. So what I wanted to say is that my lifestyle here is completely different from what I had in Denmark, where I lived in a city center of Copenhagen, where all the bars, theaters and public places were within the reach of 10 minutes walk, where everything was familiar. Right now I live in a camp that is in the middle of nowhere, and in order for me to go to the grocery store, I need to ask the camp owners to drive me in their car because there are no buses here. So even though I miss the comfort and attributes of my life in Copenhagen, I understand that all of it fades if I don't find the work I do meaningful to me, or if I internally don't feel fulfilled from what I'm doing. Work takes the biggest chunk of our life. So it's important for me to reflect on what feeling preoccupies me most of the day that I'm working. Is that the feeling that I create the positive impact around me or in the world? Or is that the feeling that I just do the work that creates no significant impact according to my system of values? Those are the things that are extremely important to me. And those are the factors that drives changes in my life and push me to leave my comfort zone and continue looking for something that is true to me, that gives this internal response indicating that I'm on the right track. So yeah, I guess that was the reason why I quit my job and came to work in a summer camp in Canada. So curious to see where it's going to lead me and ready for new experiences. Alright, I guess see you soon.